Ooh, burr.
Oh,
Ooh,
yes. What's
burr.
up, everybody? Welcome to Characters. Welcome. You got Eric and Justin coming at you from our own private chalets.
Look at us. We're a couple snow bunnies here to say hello. We decided to wear matching hats and be sitting on matching brown pleather. Uh,
It's like when a dog owner and a dog start to look like each other. We're just two dogs who just start to
we're
just
two,
have the same
yeah,
mange.
but neither of us are owned. That's right. We're caught but
Yeah.
never captured. We're just two
Two
dogs.
tramps with no ladies.
Oh, it's like we're both actively pushing the spaghetti away from each other's mouths.
Man, we're just splitting that shit up, getting that meatball
Wow, whatever you just did to change your microphone is insane.
in
Sounds
a
like
good way.
you're right beside me now. Yeah, it's good.
I want to be. I'm just trying to get closer, slowly.
Always,
Uh,
always, always.
yeah.
Um, folks, how's it going? Hi, Kathy. Hi, Red. Hi, Scheukler. Hi, Stevie. Good to see y'all. We don't have any guest plan for today because today is still technically. Would you call today a work week? Or would most people be starting work back up today, or no?
No, I don't think so. In fact, I tried to do a couple things with my kids today, and it was like, oh right, this is a day, one of the only days where people actually don't do stuff in
Yeah,
the country.
everything's closed.
Yeah, which is actually nice. I think it's really good to have these. But we went and got some dumplings, trying to instill a new tradition with my kids, which was very nice.
Christmas Day dumplings
Yeah, it's New Year's,
or
but
New Year's
close.
Day. Where am I? Are my eyes open? It's hard to tell.
I don't think so. You did promise to be violently hungover on this New Year's Day stream, and maybe
Yeah.
you hidden.
It's not. Yeah, I'm not. It's not that I'm hungover, but every time I do an interesting drug, my brain takes a while to process. And I did a little bit of mushies yesterday. Everybody, my dudes,
Yeah,
rang in the new year with a smattering of mushroom chocolates, which was great. Very
yeah.
fun. You ever done that before, Justin?
Yes, enjoyed. I find it's much harder because I'm like, oh, sick. I would love to do that. And I'm like, I have kids. It's very hard to time it when you have kids because sometimes depending on the strength, which you can't really tell, you hit 8 hours, and I'm like, oh no, I'm like 3 hours into childcare suddenly or
Yeah.
sleeping, and there's no
Yeah.
uh, no time.
That's definitely the last thing you want is to be reunited with your kids and to be like, you guys look weird.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't like your
Hey, are
vibes.
you my kids or two lit cigarettes? Because
Yeah.
that's what I see.
Oh man, the one time I did acid, everybody looked like lizards. I was like, dude, I don't
Uh,
want this
oh,
at
so you
all.
finally opened your eyes.
Yeah,
Sick.
finally, dude. I found out the lizard people controlling us, dude.
The story that always jumps into my brain when I'm like, oh, I'm gonna definitely do some heavy drugs is my brother. One of my brother's friends in college took a bunch of mushrooms, and then the next thing he remembers is woke up in police custody, and they were like, "You want to see the police report you filled out last night?" And it just was scrawled in pen across the whole page. I fucked up. I was like, oh,
What?
good way to see the consequences.
Bro, that is so funny. Wow. Well, tell us how you rang in the new year since I told us.
Real quick, Justin's being hunted by a furry stalker. That's correct. Either you meant my dog, or you know information that I should know, Scheukler.
Wow. Look at
That's
that
my
little
dog.
pooch. That's the new pooch. How old? Couple months? A
He's like
year?
6 months old. We've had him for like 2 months. So
Worn
he's.
out. You take him on a nice little run today? What
Oh,
happened?
we got to go to the dog park every day, or else life is a problem.
You have to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
His name's Jasper. He's very nice.
that's good. Knows any
If you're,
trick?
does he do tricks?
Yeah.
He can shake a paw. He
Okay.
does a trick where he only pees on the carpet like half of the time,
Yeah.
which is honestly a sort of a good trick. Like it's the best trick I've taught him.
Yeah, you're actively being tricked. You're just like, oh, I got tricked into thinking I trained you properly again.
Yeah.
Smart.
But as for New Year's, I the like a lot of people chase highs in different ways. You're hitting mushies. Some people skydive. My wife is doing a show in California for 6 weeks, and that's the high I'm on right now.
Yeah.
So I'm solo parenting. So I, of course, had a dinner at home with the kids, and then drank champagne. I did treat myself to some caviar, or something I'd never really gotten into, and then it tastes good.
So just on a whim, you were like, "Let's do it." You were at the caviar store. I don't even know where you get caviar.
You go to the caviar store.
What kind of like high class? Can you get? Can you just go walk into a Whole Foods and get caviar?
I think so. This was at a grocery store at a Union Market, which is a snobby grocery store here in Brooklyn.
And it depending on what fish you removed it, depending upon the womb.
You usually don't have to remove it yourself. I don't know where you've gotten caviar, but you rarely have to squeeze the.
We live different lives, dude. But
You're
it's
trying
just
to find the caviar hole in the fish you buy.
caviar hole. I know where it's at. I know where it's at. It's not about finding the caviar hole. It's about.
Excuse me, butcher. Could you tell me where the caviar hole is on this animal?
Can you tell me where this fish's cloaca is?
Because that's what I want to check out.
That's what I want to go.
Yes.
But from what fish did
I'm
you?
right in here.
Oh, it's me, the caviar hole. Sturgeon is what Zcor says. Is it always sturgeon, or is it different every time?
Sturgeon is the main. I'm not an expert by any means, but sturgeon, big caviar provider, and then you get your salmon roe, your trout roe. Those are the bigger pearls that are orange.
And you eat it
yellow.
on. You just eat it on like Triscuits.
You can eat it on technically anything. I had some crackers, sour cream, diced red onion, a classic caviar service.
Wow. No.
And maybe we sound like opulent dicks, but we're not.
No, we're different.
Zcor, caviar expert. Several fish can make caviar. I mean, technically, regular egg is just chicken caviar.
I don't think we should go down that.
What are you talking about?
I don't think that's true. I don't like that.
What is caviar but just a bunch of eggs? So if you stack up a bunch of raw chicken eggs, you're living the high life.
So would you say when someone's ovulating, you could also just say that they're caviaring?
Yeah, I've got 2 finished caviars over here in this bedroom.
They're aged. 2 aged caviars. There's one.
Deeply aged. Oh yeah, good.
Wow.
She just mouthed to me using the bathroom as she strolled past. So yeah, I'm doing a good job.
Yeah, everything's good. So 6 weeks, and you're about what, 3 days down?
3 days, and I'm at the end of my rope. I will tell you, I'm at the end of my rope. It's not a long rope. Do you think when like a pirate or other sailor was like, "Let's put the anchor in there," like they dropped it and they're like, "Oh no, there was only 3 inches of rope here."
Yeah,
that's all I have.
That's all.
A mistake. That anchor's gone.
Yeah. Well, let's hope that you feel anchored over the next couple of weeks and really connect with the youth.
Yeah,
I think that's nice.
Definitely.
Let me give you a secret here, Justin. Let me throw a secret at you. Wednesdays are half price days at Dave and Buster's.
Wow, I can't start going to Dave and Buster's.
You wouldn't take the kids to Dave and Buster's? I took my nieces and nephew to Dave and Buster's for the first time last week, for like the day after Christmas.
Yeah,
it was great.
That they call that Uncle Eric's Christmas.
It was Uncle Eric's Christmas. They blew. I had a $200 gift card for Dave and Buster's, which I don't even want to tell you how I got that. But they
questions.
They blew that. They blew through that in like 25 minutes.
Wow.
Which is pretty amazing.
How does that work? What's the? I mean, now I sound out of touch, but like, how does the economy of Dave and Buster's work? Where does that?
Let me just say that yes, I agree. You're the one who's out of touch because you don't know the economy of Dave and Buster's, and I
do. Red says, "Are all of Eric's parenting tips related to Dave and Buster's?" So far, let me say, so far,
it hasn't steered me wrong yet. Why would I change? And that's what the New Year is all about. Deciding what you don't need to change, because why would you?
Yeah, exactly. New Year's, not resolutions, but like concretions, where I just my beliefs are really hardening.
I like this. We should be the first people to do New Year's concretions. That's good.
You know what I'm not changing about? That's how you know you're old, is when you're like, here, change? No.
You're like
Here's what I'm not changing
you're
about.
like that was good. I'm good with that. With what happened. The way it works
I
is games cost credits. So your
like Star
money turns
Wars.
into credits. But the credits are random. Like some games cost like 8.7 credits.
Random. Why? That's
Someone way smarter than me found a system where it's like, oh, if all the games cost like 8.7 and 13.3 credits, like they'll always be left with just not enough credits at the end.
that's crazy. That's a
You'll have
crazy
to, so you got to re up. But on
So it's
Wednesday,
like algorithmically
it has
is
to be.
like all the shit games are cheap,
Yeah,
punishing us at every point in our
yes.
lives.
But there's a subreddit for Dave and Buster's people who go on the half price games, or excuse me, yeah, go on half price game day and know which games have like the highest ticket per credit output based on skill or whatever, and game the system. Because for 150,000 tickets, you can get a PS5 or a Nintendo Switch. So these guys like they rack the points. They wait until the new system comes out. So they'll be like
Wow.
they're all saving their points right now until the next generation systems come out, and then they go over there and they redeem it for like 15 of them, and then they resell them.
So when you say these people, this is like your crew, your hardened
These
Ocean's 11, Eric's 11, trying to like finally bust open the Dave
I
and
mean, I'm
Buster's.
not gonna say I haven't perused that subreddit to find out, what games might be the best. I hit 2 jackpots on the day after Christmas with my nieces and nephew, which means that in their eyes, I'm some type of god,
Yeah.
which is very cool.
So this is Dave and Buster's is like a soft core. Speaking pornographically, it's like a soft core casino, and
You can
you're
gamble.
coming.
You can bet your credits against other people on the game, so you can like double. You could not only can you like go against the house, you can bet against each other like poker.
Yeah, good. I'm gonna go in there and high roll my way to crushing some 10-year-olds' dreams.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, you think you can squirt the clown's mouth, you little motherfucker? I say no. I say nay.
Great question here from Schreikler. Eric, fuck Mary Kill Dave and Buster.
Ooh.
Marry Dave. Who doesn't want to marry a stout, boring guy named Dave?
I mean, is like Buster's the fun one, right? And Dave, it's like you ever like old Disney movies, like they'd be like Walt Disney and his brother Roy, and Roy like did the money, and Walt
Yeah.
was like, I like ideas, and they're probably both deeply racist, but
Yes. But I do think Dave's the fun, or Buster's the fun one. But I will kill Buster. I would marry, I would fuck and because I've never had a threesome before.
nice. So that keeps it to 2.
I think the implication behind the and is that there's multiples.
Nice. Oh, so you want to go to straight to 4?
Yes, that's what I'm looking for. Wow. Speaking of resolutions, though, do you have anything that you want to accomplish this year? Have you thought about it at all?
I feel like my life is just a nonstop. Like, all right, time to accomplish this.
Okay. Okay. Great.
I mean, that's the life of a freelance person, technically.
Yeah.
But I think last year my goals were to make a lot of creative projects. I actually succeeded in those, but now I have to finish them. So literally, it's just like closing the loop on like 3 big projects. One of which was a short film that you and I made a couple weeks ago.
We made
right
this
before
short
the
film that
holidays.
was so much fun. I forget the hard work part of it. Another set of hard work is yet to come. But
I mean, it's honestly not. It's more just the act of doing it. I'm
yeah,
talking about like editing the short together and making it into an actual film. But the harder part is like creating it and then shooting it, producing it. That's actually way harder. So it's just
yeah,
the close, like finishing it is just like, because now it's just on me/us.
yeah. It does feel good to have done that. I was looking back on it. I was like, oh, holy shit! Like, yeah, that was like 3 crazy days.
Yeah, and I believe so. We've revealed that this is based on a character's welcome character, but no one has successfully guessed which one. correct?
No, even though we've shown some screenshots of some blood and gore
Yes.
and some fearful moments. It's a horror comedy short based on a character's welcome character.
Put it down.
What can it
Give
do?
us those guesses. And honestly, like we're here on New Year's to sort of soft launch the year. So if you have any questions, thoughts, anything you want to drop into the comments, we are here for you. We have ambitions this year to accomplish a lot with Characters Welcome. Tell us what you want us to do. Tell us what you want to do in your life. Like, we're here for it.
That's right. We'll throw it into the fold. We'll put it into consideration. We had a really nice meeting today, a nice little afternoon meeting, an hour after I woke up from a mushroom nap. Accomplished a lot, I think. I my notes app just says help 100 times, but
I fucked up.
I feel like I have the vibe. Red says, "Is it one of my characters?" Yes, or one of our characters. It's one of my characters.
Yes.
Yes, it's one of my.
It's an Eric lead.
Trying to think.
Eric's starring role.
Yes, which one of Justin's characters would be the most fun to expand into an 8-minute short? That's a good question. Fun to see the pickle salesman's life, I think.
Oh, that would go border on sadness.
Yeah, I think so. Zcor says they want to do one of their characters on the rectangles. We can make that happen.
Yeah, laser pit superhero.
Sure.
I like all of those words, all of those compound words. I like each individual piece of those words.
Yeah. Stevie says the Statue of Liberty's dad, or Jill Dickles. Yeah, we like Jill Dickles. I also really like the is it like a Brooklyn Gardener or the Park Slope Gardener or whatever? That's a good one as well.
Urban Gardener, yes, I believe that's a favorite. That's a Stevie favorite, I believe.
Yeah, maybe your footprints in the sand could be a good short.
Yeah,
with Jesus.
That'd be like
that'd be fun. That would be really good, actually.
Yes, Statue of Liberty's husband would be very fun. That feels like a nice, weird, like just accept that reality type.
Yeah, I think that we could just do that with a handy cam. Just take you over to the Statue of Liberty and have you be like chatting about her.
The Four Seasons suite. Yes, you can tell we're starting to take ourselves too seriously when we have like little orchestral names for our characters.
Yes.
The mermaid cycle.
Yes. The reverse. Yeah. Reverse on top. I do have 2 with the fish. Yeah. I don't know what my goals are this year. I haven't really thought about it too much. I think I'm gonna like exercise more, drink less, make a lot of money, get a different job.
Are you reading this off of the world's resolution list?
I'm reading off of my it's like a side by side of people to kill and things to do, and whichever ones I don't cross off, I have to do at the end of the year.
Wow. A very public, a dry erase people to kill list. It's nice to have a dry erase, you know. Yeah. Arya Stark was so strict with hers; she just kept it, you know.
Yeah, and maybe that should just be my goal. Is just get a dry erase board. That could be nice.
Start small. Hi, Staples employee. I need a dry erase board for my kill list.
Yes.
Is there one that
grow a nice bigger mustache this year? Maybe I'll go back. I used to have a really big mustache.
Which direction will you go? Up, side, down?
With the mustache?
Yeah.
I think out and then slightly down.
Straight out.
Yeah, out and down. I think is the best mustaches, right?
Brother, you got to go out and down with that stash.
Secor, Laser Piss is a superhero that pees lasers and never misses. Look, we were already in.
You don't have to. Don't kill the lily. Save it for the show, as we say.
Yeah, we're already in.
Never misses. Wow. Peeing and never missing. That's an impossible task.
Really? I'd love to see your house.
Oh, I go to the bathroom outside.
Or on the carpet like the dog.
I don't know where he learned it from. I don't know where he picks it up from.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like father, like son. Just 2 dogs turning into each other, dude.
Yeah, man. 2 dogs.
I think I want to host more parties this year. That's fun.
I feel like you've really eased into being a host.
Yeah, we've hosted a couple, and they're good. I think that we have a penchant for making for like doing a thing at the party. We haven't yet had a party that's just a party.
Yeah.
That could be fun too.
I made a fairy potion with my daughters.
What's inside?
This is the recipe for this is for creative.
Oh,
Creative.
good. And what is that?
Here
One
we
of your
go.
infused gins?
Yeah, this is my little nipper.
That's how I get creative. Oh, I have an idea.
Yeah,
Let's
this
go to
is
bed.
liquid acid that my kids and I make, and
Yeah. Red, like dinner party or rager party? Neither. The type of party that I like to do, like we did a holiday party that had. Let me show you. Actually, I'll just show you. I'll show you.
oh wow, look at this! What a window! We usually have guests and so much going on, but now without in lieu of guests, we're just getting a little window into Eric's life, to all of our lives, technically.
I had
It's
a
amazing you
holiday.
still have this.
We did, yeah. Well, we literally haven't. I haven't been home for 10 days. We Everything is still here. We did a holiday party that had included the Ho 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 Olympics, which started at 9 p.m. and everyone that was involved had to compete in 7 games. And some guy named Eddie, who I had not met before, who was just a +1, won
Strange
everything.
Eddie.
Strange Eddie won everything. Not bad, straight. Oh God, Strange Eddie.
Drink less.
Throw up everywhere. Let's put that up there. Looks good. Looks good up there, right?
Yes. Uh,
Good.
the what are your character resolutions? Do you have any like moving forward or in any direction from a creative point of view?
I always say that I want to do something longer. I think that would be fun. Graham Techler really inspired me. This must have been last year with his like 20-minute long character. That
Oh
he did.
yes,
Really
and that
good.
was very cool. Yeah.
And so that could be a really, really fun little goal. I think just like doing more where I'm like making fun props. I think that's fun. Here's
Yeah.
my secret. I'm hoping to get something for my birthday from Callie, and if I don't get it, I might buy it myself. But I saw on Shark Tank this.
Oh man, this is like a scam on a scam. Let's say
It's it's for children. I'll say that first, but this would work for me. It's a little tabletop, essentially like a tabletop, like a for children like saw that you can use to cut cardboard for kids to like make fun cardboard projects. But I was like, if I have my hand on this, I can make like full sets of like armor. And like I could do bird wings and bird feathers out of cardboard. I could really start making crazy costumes with this thing.
that's the most specific, wild thing that you could have ever possibly said.
Yeah.
For my birthday, I want a child's table saw.
Yeah.
For cardboard.
That's what I want. I think I'd really like that. And you would know I'd get it because I would be doing some crazy costumes on this thing.
Fenley Jones, I've seen it.
You've seen it. See, think about the hats and masks that we could make, Justin.
I mean, when you described it, I was like, yo, that would be awesome.
Honestly,
I want that.
If I don't get it, we might have to dip into the CW funds for it. It's a little pricey, I think. I think it's like
Really?
It's like $200 or something
For a cardboard saw.
for a cardboard saw.
And is the saw made of cardboard?
The saw's made
Like
of cardboard, and that's
diamond
what's so
tips?
expensive about it. You have to buy replacements. So you have to make replacement saws before that one breaks.
It's powered by your
trying to get
imagination.
ahead of it the whole time. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know if you were watching Shark Tank or a Michel Gondry movie that you maybe slipped in and out.
But you joke. But speaking of really cool,
You joke, but I do want to live that life.
but I
I
like
want to
that.
live that movie.
Have you guys ever seen the movie Chat? Anybody? And Justin. Speaking of like favorite movies that are pretty bad still, like Joe versus the Volcano, bad movie.
Great movie. Best.
This is also a bad movie, but very cool concept and very inspiring. Called Dave Made a Maze. I might have talked about this.
Oh, I have heard of this, but describe it real quick.
The plot of the movie is that there's a this guy Dave has gone crazy, everybody's friend, and he has made a cardboard fort in the middle of his living room, gone inside of it,
Yes.
and his friends are standing outside being like, when is Dave going to get out of this maze? And he's not coming out, so they're like, well, we'll just go inside and get him. And it's like as big as like a couch. And then they crawl inside of it, and it's a cardboard labyrinth, and every prop is made out of cardboard, and it's like they go into a room where it's like all these bats are flying around and they're trying to get away from it. It's all cardboard, and there's all these like classic labyrinth traps that are cardboard, and it's so good.
That's awesome. I am going
And
to.
yeah, the idea of making this movie would be so cool, Justin. Like, because you just need to cover a room in cardboard, and you're in the labyrinth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. It's like green screen, but brown.
Yes, it's
It's like
like
real life brown screen.
holy shit. It's a genius concept.
You can make any room. It's the volume, but cardboard.
Yes, because I thought about doing this for because we're talking about these like short films. I have that one character. It's a duo character on the page, but I did it by myself for a while.
The
That is
wall.
like
The
the
wall.
guy who's living in your walls believes in you, and I was like, that would be a really fun short that could be filmed really cheap if he like pulls the dude into the wall, and then everything's just like dark and pipes, and like you could get away with making shit look awesome inside the wall.
That's funny. I think that's the last character you did on this very live stream, if I remember
Oh,
correctly.
funny.
So
How
it's
did
fresh in
that
the memes for
feeling
any
inspired?
viewers.
Yeah, feeling inspired.
That would be awesome. That's like that reminds me of the movie Labyrinth. It feels like you're. It's like a
My
little
labyrinth.
dark. It's your labyrinth.
Yeah, it's my labyrinth.
Um,
Which fans of the show will know. I watched Pan's Labyrinth, thinking it was going to be Labyrinth, and was extremely confused that there were no puppets.
yeah, except for those darling little hands.
Boop.
We got some entrepreneurship happening here. Zikor Zeppelin is going to make a hoodie. Lord Takan- Tachanka is going to help, which is great.
Great.
Kathy Lee, we do. Anytime you have something that you want us to read aloud on this, if you throw us a little bit of cash via our business Venmo, we will say that. I wouldn't normally say this on this show because we're not really doing characters as usual, and Jorge is not here. But Kathy L has definitely sent us some cash with a message. Justin, here it is. Justin, message me and I'll give you a ton of ideas for kids' activities while you're solo parenting.
Good.
Or give me your address and I'll mail you a couple things. Whoa, a cardboard saw incoming.
Yo, Kathy, who did mail me a letter one time. So
Yeah.
Kathy will follow up on that and will mail you something.
Incredible mail. And Kathy L on the live stream this past year. So shouts, there is a precedent.
It's true. Really, really fun character too. Kathy, you're the best. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate you. You're great.
And
Folks,
I will follow you up on that, Kathy.
yeah, hell yeah. And don't forget, folks, you can also join our Discord where a lot of people are hanging out and having a good time. I'm going to post that right now in the chat. We've got ourselves a little Discordy. That's where the real fans are. That's where the real freaks are.
Yeah.
And that's where the real discourse happens. You can see pictures of Justin meeting me at my bar yesterday while I was knee deep in problems.
Very stressed moments I witnessed. And that's not a knock on your bartending skill. There was a Park Slope Children's balloon drop for New Year's, fake New Year's at 4 p.m. I was like, yeah, I'll pop in. It was hell on earth.
We
It
did.
was so-
I did. This is not a joke. In 80 minutes, in 80 minutes, I did $4,000 in sales. That is crazy.
That is insane.
It's crazy. That's so much. Think about that. So somebody faster and smarter than me, divide $4,000 by $8 beers, and you get to how many beers I poured in 80 minutes.
Yeah, that's like 500 beers.
It's too many.
Yeah. That is too many. It was a crazy place. I did run into people I knew there, and that's how I knew it was too busy.
Yes, there were some low key celebs in the house who have kids because everyone's having kids these days.
Everyone's having kids. A large part of that was Justin ordering a caviar and Coke. That's accurate. And Eric had to run and squeeze some eggs out of
Out of
out
the
of a
fish
beach
hole.
whale he found. Yeah.
I had to squeeze them out of the Gowanus Canal. There's this crazy whale that just walks around.
Sammy, I've told you this before, but remember years ago, there's a dolphin that swam up the Gowanus Canal. Um, I, I was out for a run. Used to live over in Carroll Gardens. Would run across the Gowanus. I witnessed them trying to get the dolphin out of the canal, and it died. It would later die.
The dolphin died
Yeah,
because the
from
canal
the
was so
poisons.
bad.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh no, that's so bad.
Yeah. Zico Zeppelin. I remember that it died. Yes, and I didn't get in there and try to do any like dolphin work or mouth to mouth, but mouth to hole. But I was there because that's what you would do. You would go mouth to blowhole, right?
Don't you think the dolphin would have immediately been like, "Oh, this doesn't breathe good," and just
Yes.
have turned around?
Well, here's the thing. I mean, there's the phenomenon of beached whales. There's something going on there, but also dolphins, famously sexual animals. Maybe there was a hinge.
That's what I was gonna say.
Maybe there was a hinge hit
There was
up
a
the
hookup.
canal.
They're like, I'm in Park Slope, and it's like that's not Park Slope. It's on Third Ave. That's Gowanus.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You come back to my place, it's the Gowanus, and you're like, ah, oh, fuck, I fucked up with this.
Damn, here we go. Now I'm in love. The worst.
Now I'm in love with some canal dolphin. This isn't a dolphin at all. It's an eel.
No,
Fucking Brooklyn eel.
the Gowanus Canal does like their version of a mermaid parade every year too. That's like for the freaks, where you're supposed to dress up in like as like crazy puppets and stuff. People should look up the pictures of that. It's really cool.
That is fun.
I should do it next year.
Yeah, man, you got a whole private parade.
I got.
You ever just have a parade in your apartment?
I should. Here's my newest addition here. It's made it out of the living room and into the. Look at that guy.
Ah, that's good.
Really
looks
giving.
Like it's got a habit. It's like it has a nun's habit on.
It's really giving. It's really giving nun or pharaoh vibes.
Yes.
Right now.
Exactly. It's like you're one of the Goonies that was like, I don't need treasure. I just need some of these bones. Bring those bones home.
The treasure was inside us the whole time.
Yeah, it was the bones.
Once you get it, they're like, that's not just a saying, dude.
Yeah, Goonies never die, except for me. I killed Chunk, and this bones sit in my drawing room.
God, what does Chunk's skeleton look like? Oh wait, you're saying Chunk. I'm thinking of not
Sloth.
Chunk. Sloth. Yeah.
Often mixed up. I feel like people have conflated those two characters when they're quite different.
Yeah. The Truffle Shuffle wouldn't hit the same with Sloth. Callie and I are getting ready to do a real crazy movie marathon because we got back from Universal. So we're feeling very inspired by all the Universal rides there. So we're gonna watch The Mummy, and we're gonna watch Fast and Furious.
Okay.
And we're gonna watch a bunch of The Simpsons. And we're gonna watch some Harry Potter. And we're gonna watch the old Incredible Hulk.
The TV show? Or no, the first movie.
The first movie.
Yeah.
Which will be fun. And we're going to watch,
you don't need to watch the TV show.
The newer Jurassic Parks. These are all things we have not seen. No, we've seen them.
You've never seen The Simpsons?
I've only watched like 3 episodes of The Simpsons.
Oh my God.
What?
Oh my God, it's crazy, dude. I don't know. What do you even like about comedy? You've never seen Seinfeld, The Simpsons? What's your influence?
I don't really like
What made you want to do comedy? You've never seen it. You never watched. You never were exposed to it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, but like that was me being a dick. But like, what is a real as a kid? Mm-hmm. What were some things that you watched that were like, oh man, that's comedy, and I like that. I want to go.
My biggest by and large influence movie that I watched 100 times when I was growing up, that made me be like, I want to do this was Tommy Boy. I fucking love
that's so crazy. You don't do any of that. That the kind of comedy in that movie is the opposite of you.
No way. I do a lot of like David. I think the dry, sarcastic.
I mean, I don't know. I guess that I'm not saying I think you're better than Spade. If you're like David Spade, I'm like no.
No, it's more like Chris. I liked Chris Farley a lot. I used to do a lot more physical stuff on stage than I do
Yeah,
now. But yeah, I don't know. I really
that's
like.
funny. And that's, I mean, the influences don't have to be direct. Because I was never like, I want to be the next blank. I was
Yeah,
just sort of like, that looks really fun.
and I think like stage stuff is what I always wanted to do more than anything else as well. I was never like there was never really a point in time where I was like, I want to be a film and television actor. That's going to be amazing. That
Yeah,
stuff's fun and great, but I like being on stage more. It's more fun.
yeah, agree.
But yeah, I don't know. I watched that a lot. I watched Reefer Madness, the movie musical. Watched that a lot.
Okay, now we're talking. Now I
Really get
see.
into the weird shit.
Now there's a picture coming into focus.
But I did watch a lot of cartoons, just not The Simpsons.
Yeah.
I really liked Adventure Time a lot.
Oh, huge. Yeah.
I loved that. That's about it. I don't like any other TV. Those three, that show and those two movies.
That's how I knew. I never watched. I was like, that's enough. Tommy Boy and Adventure Time. I
I'm
mean, I love
good.
Adventure Time.
Adventure Time's
Best.
great. Um, Reefer Madness the musical is hilarious. It is funny, Zcor. I do really like it a lot. Although I tried to listen to the music, when we left, we saw Wicked over Thanksgiving. When we left Wicked, we were like, let's put on some musical stuff, and I put on some Reefer Madness, and I was like, without any context or without the movie behind it, I'm like, this is fucking weird, bro.
I don't think I've ever seen the musical. So there's a movie of Reefer Madness, the musical.
Yes,
I've seen the original movie Reefer Madness.
you've seen the original movie Reefer Madness, and then this is a spoof musical off of that, but it's very old. This is like before Titanic or any of that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
This spoof musical, and it stars Alan Cumming. Is that his name?
Really? Yeah. Who? Known as Nightcrawler.
Yeah, he's not like the star, but he plays a big part in it. Yeah, pretty good. Shoikler always knew I wanted to do comedy after watching The Sopranos. That's another show I only watched. I literally have watched that show up into the part where he like starts feeding the ducks.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's like 10 minutes in. You get it.
As far as I know, it's about a guy that loves his ducks.
It sort of comes back to the ducks a lot. Every episode, he sits
Yeah,
with the ducks.
he's in there with the ducks. Yeah,
He gets a lot into the like big Brad focus.
that show is so funny because, as far as I know, a lot of what it hinges on is like, get this: what if a guy went to therapy?
Well, I mean, you're getting into like the fact that all of the big like major first prestige TV shows that then became all of television were like, hey man, hey, you guys ever thought about thinking about your emotions for a minute? And that's literally like
It's like 9
Sopranos, Breaking Bad, Mad Men. They're all
Mad
like,
Men.
what if we had a little interiority, men of America?
Not not concretions. What if it wasn't concretions every year?
Yeah, exactly. Only get more set in my ways. Lord Tachanka talking up some Alan Cumming. Alan Cumming, owner of Club Cumming here in New York, which is sort
Is that
of
true?
fun. Yes, I believe so. It hangs
Smallwood
out there.
Venue. Oh, he does? That's funny.
I've never seen him there. I've only been there a couple of times, but I've definitely heard stories of him just hanging out at the bar, and he like watches performances there. So like, and I know there's been at least a couple comedy shows that pop up at Club Cumming.
Yeah, I've done a comedy show there. The stage is like so tiny, but it
Super
is
tiny.
fun.
Yeah, good vibes. And you know, a place like that will always draw in like people who are like, you know, this is Alan Cumming's bar, so it's like
He might be there tonight. We'll see.
he might be there. I'm a fan.
Yeah. What would the name of your club be? The Tyler
Club Cumming,
Experience?
also Club Cumming.
Also-
Is that- yeah. The hashtag for my wedding was Tylering the Knot. So my name doesn't have a lot of. It's mostly Ty.
Tyler. Wow.
Yeah.
How big was your wedding? How many people came? Huge?
Like big one. Yeah, like 240 or something like that.
Jesus Christ.
Big families, lots of people. We got married in an upstate opera house, which is like old vaudeville theater, which is where my wife and I first met. And then we had the reception on a friend's neighbor's farm. So it was like a very outdoor.
Made
We
it
had a
work. Yeah.
big band under the tent. It was very fun.
You got married in like so people were sitting like audience members to your wedding,
Correct.
and you got married like on a stage.
Yeah.
Wow. How did
It
you
was
do?
fun.
Did you kill?
Crushed pretty hard.
Yeah. Wow, that's great.
Yeah, it was fun. It was very fun.
Fun. I love that, dude. Well, great. We've talked about some movies. We talked about New Year's resolutions. We talked about not resolutions. We talked a little bit about the future of CW. What else is there to hit?
I don't know. I mean, this is nice. The more we talk, the more we just really open up. What's the topic? Hit us in the comments. What's the topic you want us to get into right here? We've got some more time.
Yeah, we're chilling.
We're chilling. Eric's gonna plan his dream wedding. Is that the next topic we're getting into?
I think that's the next thing to talk about. What would my dream wedding be? That's a good idea. First, I have to meet somebody.
Are you with the bride or the puppets?
Are you with the puppets or the puppets? Yeah. I think that could be cool for the priest like unzips himself halfway through and is like some sort of
Is
other
3
thing.
children?
Yeah.
Their trench coat steps out.
Yeah, some trench coats.
While you're thinking, good question from Red. Favorite piece of the year?
Good question. I think the most successful piece I did as far as like views, not saying that should.
That's not a barometer for favorite.
I mean, I liked it though. I still did like the piece, but the Bachelorax piece was really fun.
Yeah.
I had a good time with that piece at least, which was really cool.
That was fun. I mean, my favorite one to do is take it on a bit of a stink since in the last couple of months, but
yeah,
same show. JD Vance at a JV Dance was my favorite piece to write and perform because there was a dumb stunt at the end.
Yeah, and it was good. It's a good piece. You should check it out.
Yeah.
I like the one I just did too, the hoverboard piece. It's nice. The pieces that I feel like I spent more time on are the ones that felt better to me. I know that's the thing in the world to think.
What?
About. But when I wasn't like, dude, the show's in 4 days. What? When I was like getting notes from people and shit, because that's the most fun. To me, that's the most fun part about this. That's why I continue to direct like the Betty team at UCB because the room. And being like, I think this is going to work. And then them being like, oh, I trust you. And then it works. It's like, that shit is the most fun.
Yeah. I mean, also, you learn so much just by like teaching, directing, giving notes, stuff. You just learn so much.
It's true.
Goblinity, I like your stuff. Have a subscribe. Sweet.
Yeah.
Goblinity.
Goblinity. Appreciate you. Great name, by the way. Hell, if you're feeling crazy, hop on over our Discord as well. There'll be much more fun right there. One of my favorite pieces. How about this question? The piece that you really like, a piece that you loved this year that you don't think got its just desserts. You have thoughts about that?
I mean, certainly. That's tough because I also like. I don't know. It's hard to. I don't really judge it that way too much anymore.
Yeah.
Just because it's like, I don't know what I've crushed that spirit out of me from just years of working in comedy / TV and everything.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, there's no meritocracy. It's just like, did I get the job done?
Yeah.
Mommy?
It's over now. Great job. Oh, I forgot. I'm like looking through my stuff now. I really like my Town That's Always Drunk piece. That piece is really fun as well.
That's a fun one.
Yeah, this is a great question, Strickler. Pieces from other performers you want to shout out? I'll tell you my piece from another performer that I think didn't get its.
Are you talking about on the page?
Yeah, I think on the page is good. Something that I think, and also like a little bit on the stage, just because there was a light audience for this show. But one of my favorite pieces this year that I think didn't get as much juice as it deserved was Nick Mested and Eli Coyote Mandel did a character together at Betty Night. And I don't know if you saw this one, Justin, but
No, I don't think so.
Nick is a chimpanzee, and he's got a vocoder on his throat, and he's wearing a diaper, and he has a necklace of credit cards around his neck. And Eli is talking through a vocoder into a microphone off stage, and he's like, "Patrons of Starbucks, don't be alarmed. I have implanted my mind into the brain of this ape." And he's like, he just wants a coffee and is trying to get people to like pull the right credit card off of this necklace on the chimpanzee. And like, and Nick as the monkey is like freaking out on stage, and he's like, "This is normal." Like it's such a funny piece.
That sounds funny and absolutely insane.
It's really, really good. I like it. I don't think it got as much love as it deserved. It's such a good concept to me. Lord says, "I know it wasn't this year, but the barking glass is one of my favorite skits of all times." Yeah, that piece is so good.
Very funny, and a true case of just insanity reigning. Like,
I mean, I think the concept is great, where it's like, okay,
definitely.
so Batman is a genius because he can figure out enemies. So an enemy that's impossible to figure out. That's great. What a great concept.
Yeah,
I love that.
Very true. I'm looking through all these pieces.
Just from this year in general, or from you this year?
In general.
Yeah.
Alan Starzinski's John Mulaney, Batman Mulaney, his Batman was really, or his John Mulaney, excuse me, was really good. I was very surprised by how good it was.
I liked it. Oh, somebody said where to find Starbucks Chimp. Let me find it real quick.
Is it on the page?
Yeah, it's on the page. I think it's
Oh, there it is. I see it. Scientist can't control monkey he's inside of.
Yes. I'm gonna send the link here to y'all. I just really like it. Maybe it's just my brand, but I think it's so funny.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. And Eli Cody Mandel, I think, also just has so many good pieces this year that didn't get a shitload of love. He's got this one that it only has 4,000 views. It's from a couple before that one. It's a guy meeting his girlfriend's parents for the first time, and his job is that he farts into wine to turn it into sparkling wine. And he's like pretty proud of it.
Very fun. Very fun.
God, so funny.
The swimsuit that makes your wiener look weird was a fun concept, great execution.
Yeah, really good.
Back 4 months ago.
Damn. Yeah, hold on. I'm going to go all the way back to, well, basically we didn't start like heavily uploading until this summer. But if you start back at the very beginning of 2024, we've got our first Portman show, which is great. That has I think an amazing piece in it right here. I'm going to post the link. This is the Beauty and the Beast townsperson.
Oh, yes.
The intro song, who's like, he only got half of his face shaved before his barber was running out and singing. That piece is great.
Very fun.
And all these are good from this year, but we were still kind of figuring it out.
It is crazy that it was like, we've been in different places this year. We did all those Friends and Lovers shows.
Did a bunch of Friends and Lovers shows before we found our home.
Hungover Hippo. Very fun.
Very good. I've got a couple more pieces from that guy to put on the page. I don't want to put, Fenley says, I don't want to put any ideas in anyone's head, but in the beginning of the year, you all seem to be thinking you might wind down the live stream with having more live shows. Will it continue? The live stream is going to continue. Yeah.
Look at us. We're here right now.
Live stream. And in fact, we might have more of this kind of off the cuff content for you. We're
still going to continue doing having guests. This is not the future of the live stream. I would say.
Yeah.
We will have more like this.
Yeah. And I think like there might be some more podcasts in the future where we can answer more specific questions about process and stuff, which I think that is what I'm excited about, is like what would a podcast look like, chat, where like we get Graham Techler on here and we get to talk to him about like what his writing process is like and what characters welcome has been like for him and what his future looks like. I think that's like really, really fun to me. Lord says I can relate to the Christmas ghost because I do an unhealthy amount of whippets. Yay! I mean, I love that piece. That piece made me. I really liked doing that piece this year. Another high. If we're Rose Thorn Rosing here, or just Rosing, obviously, like uploading a guy changing his mind about killing the president 4 hours before someone tried to kill Trump is insane.
Top tier synchronicity right there.
Yeah.
Inside the character studio, exactly, Schweikler.
That's what
exactly. I almost blinded myself by putting regular whipped cream on my face. I can't. Since then, I've eaten. I think whipped cream is bad. It's chemicals. I've really learned a lesson from.
It's not good.
No,
it's not good for you. I know that. God, this one makes me laugh so hard too. It's another Eli one, but a priest apologizing to his flock after they had a picnic and he accidentally drank an energy drink for the first time and he dug a big hole in the ground and pushed them all into it.
Very fun.
Oh,
Lord Tachanka, the FBI probably looked into that low key death.
I mean, it's insane the how quickly that happened. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stevie, I love when that awesome unnamed audience member upstaged me. That's right. When they successfully chugged that shit after getting ice.
They crushed that shit.
We haven't uploaded that yet. I have that whole show start to finish to upload.
Did you post the chugging?
Yes, onto the shorts.
The shorts, right. Okay, that's right.
Yes. But I have that whole show start to finish, which is really fun. I should upload that. We did a lot this year. We started uploading UCB LA's pieces, and there's some really good ones there too.
Yeah.
So many good pieces.
I think we can confidently say that 2025 is going to be the year of the character.
I think so. I feel good about it. Oh, excuse me. I feel really good about it. Someday maybe I'll...
I feel good.
It's going to be great. Someday I might do like we should do something this year where like we do like some sort of week that is like the dump week where I like throw like every piece that I haven't put on the page yet all gets thrown on the page at once, like 20 or 30 pieces, just like boom.
You know what the move there is, something we haven't really plugged in a while, is our 24-hour Twitch stream.
Yes, which is great. I have to upload the last like 3 months of pieces on there, but yeah,
it'd be fun to just drop in and be like, hey, it's like characters welcomes like Dumpuary festival where we put in all the
everything
for all of February, all the randomness hits.
Yeah, including like, because there's some pieces that I haven't put up for various reasons. Sometimes like obviously when the performer's like, hey, I don't want that on stage. I don't want the video that fine. Sometimes it just like slips through the cracks. And sometimes it's a piece where I'm like, I don't know if I can get behind this piece. And there's one that has been uploaded. I put it on the Discord on private. You can find it somewhere. Then it's John Bander's Hallmark card from a dad to his teenage daughter on Valentine's Day, and it's so fucked up that
it is funny. No, I don't think we want to put that on the page. But speaking of slipping through the cracks, look who just slipped out of a crack and into the show. Boom!
Jorge. Whoa, Jorge, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. Happy New Year, boys.
Happy New Year, buddy.
Happy New Year, Jorge.
Did you DJ yesterday by any chance? What'd you get into yesterday?
No, I went to I had way too much to drink in one singular place, and then ordered Taco Bell on Uber Eats. I got home and I ordered it at the bar as I was leaving. I got home and immediately fell asleep. Woke up at 7 a.m. and freaked out because I thought I had rotting Taco Bell outside my front door, and it turns out that they never made it or delivered, and so I got automatically refunded, and everything is okay.
So everything fine at the end.
Everything's fine.
What a win to kick off the year.
What just like
Jorge, your hair is literally lighting
Everyone
up.
is upset about your hair, Jorge.
what's going? Oh, it's I promise. It's just in a bun.
Lord has it with low taper fade.
That is a low taper fade. That is exactly what it is.
That's hilarious.
Somebody roasted you one time for your hair, and it was so funny. I'm trying to.
Because when it was like this, I want to say, God, who was it?
It might have been Robin.
I genuinely don't remember.
Yes,
like,
it was.
Was it?
I forget too. It was very
What
funny.
did they say?
It was like a church hat. Was that what it was?
A church
It was,
lady?
it was something
like that.
Something like that. Leopard skin pillbox hat. Bob Dylan.
That's good. What was your order? That drunk Jorge.
Yeah, what disgusting mess did you try to get into your body on New Year's Eve?
I barely remember ordering it. I also barely remember getting home. I finished an entire. I finished half a bottle of champagne. Finished it with finished it with one other person, and then we took shots of Angel's Envy, which you don't take shots of.
Yikes! Expensive and gross.
No, it's so good. How dare you?
What is
that? It's really good whiskey.
It's high-end whiskey.
It's very
there's a whole story about the Angel's Envy is like the part that evaporates or something. Believe me, there's a lot of mythology.
I didn't
a lot of words written.
I didn't know about.
There's the devil's cut and the angel's cut.
Exactly.
Yes.
Did you say cut or another word that sounds very similar?
I would never. My New Year's resolution is to not say cunt.
Wow.
I meant
Aaron.
Dude, Jesus Christ.
God, we'll try next year, guys.
Oh man, you lasted so much longer than the previous year.
I did way better. I did so much better this year, but we'll try again.
We do have a cash prize if anyone can guess Jorge's Taco Bell order. So hit us in the comments with what you think he got. My prediction is he typed in, "Send me the sour cream tube, you cowards." Is that?
I just want to.
Is that it?
The sour cream tube.
I'm gonna say that he misspelled what he wanted, and he tried to order like a sneezy chorchita trunch.
He's too drunk for our food, which is a very hard bar.
I tried to order one Lux Cravings box, which came with obviously a Mountain Dew Baja Blast freeze. I didn't want the freeze, but okay. I don't ever want the freeze. I want the actual. Anyway, a cheesy gordita crunch, a beefy 5-layer burrito, nacho cheese Doritos Locos Tacos, and chips and nacho cheese sauce. And also 10 pieces of their new crispy chicken nuggies.
And you got chicken nuggets from Taco Bell?
So hungry and so drunk.
That was for just you?
Just me.
That's maniac behavior.
Yeah, I know.
I order Taco Bell every once in a while, but I only get chalupas. That's it.
Yeah.
Here's the thing with Taco Bell doing chicken nuggets. I think they're exposing themselves. Because once you start doing everything, it's sort of like, this is nothing. It's all just slop. And I know slop. You have to stick to your lanes, Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Stick to the tubes, stuff that comes out of tubes exclusively.
The sour cream tube. The gun.
The sour cream is the one thing that I won't eat at the Taco Bell. I'm like, don't put sour cream on this.
Why?
What? Because that is gross. I think it's gross.
Sour cream in general? Sour cream is gross?
No, not in general. But it is like
just Taco Bell.
It's like almost cheese to me. I don't like it. I don't like creamy dairy stuff.
Oh my god.
What?
This is worse than you not watching The Simpsons.
I don't. Yeah.
You know what? I love sour cream.
I've seen a couple episodes of The Simpsons.
I've seen a couple episodes of The Simpsons.
But I will tell you, at Universal Studios, I was a super fan of The Simpsons. I walked through.
You're like, how? I'm intrigued by these four-fingered families. Who are these people?
Fun. No, I went to Simpsons World. I was like, wow, there's Moe's bar. Let's walk in there and grab a
tavern.
It's a tavern. It's okay.
All right. What's the difference between a tavern and a bar?
In The Simpsons, that one is right and one is wrong. In reality, a tavern is full of like cranks.
And a bar's full of
bards. Noblemen.
Yeah. The Simpsons ride at Universal was a top 5 ride, which is
really
insane. Very.
There was a huge thing when it first opened because it was one of the first like virtual rides, and I guess they hadn't got it right, and so like everyone who went on it got sick.
Yes.
Oh, really?
It's still like kind of a
everybody would
sickening.
get motion sickness.
Universal has like two kinds of rides. It has like roller coasters, and then it has these rides where you're like basically strapped into like a minivan with no top. So
Yeah.
it's like it's you and
Yeah.
8 other people in this like big car with no top, and the car is on like a caster like this, and then it's a screen that is so humongous you can't see the edges. And so like in the Simpsons thing, it's like, oh, like whatever we're happening, we're falling, and so the car tips forward, they blast air at you, and you're looking at like something going this way, and you really like, you truly feel like you're dying the whole entire time.
No, that is
the magic of that ride for everyone who hasn't ridden.
No, that sounds cool. Well, have you ever ridden like the Tower of Terror?
It's sort of like that a little bit. Yeah.
It's just more story than
but just like more, I feel like it's like more 4-dimensional, all the Universal rides, because it's like there's like 6 rides like what I just described. Every single ride something water related happens and you get hit with water. It's they want to make you feel like you're in it. It was cool.
There was a I want to say a Bug's Life. What, like, whose property is that? Is that Disney or
that is inside the tree in Animal Kingdom, and that ride's fucked up because that ride hits you in the asshole.
Yes, it hits you in the asshole. Like there's something that comes out and punches you in the butthole.
Yeah, that ride is fucked up. It's fucked up. It was also my sexual awakening. It's
yeah.
Both those things can exist at the same time.
Right. Yeah. The awakening and just a beehole punch.
How is Animal Kingdom? Really good. I like butt sex.
Yeah. Thank you, Mickey.
Thank you, Mickey. Thanks, Mickey.
Yeah.
Boy, I've never seen you from this angle before, Jorge. It's crazy.
From sort of straight on my couch.
Yeah, well, it's a whole new part of your house. Your house looks very zen.
It does look very zen.
Thank you. I've cleaned it meticulously. Because my partner went home for the holidays and left me here alone.
You were alone yesterday?
No, I was hanging out with a good friend, friend of the show as well. And then
never say the name. Never say.
No,
the name.
I won't. I truly won't. Because we drank way too much, and then when I left, they stayed and closed the bar down. And then texted me.
I'm very glad that you added that you also had a bunch of shots of bourbon, because at first you were like, I got so fucked up. I had 2 glasses of wine. I was like,
yeah, you're like a half a bottle of champagne. I'm like, I drank that while I was with my children. Yeah. I was like, oh no, Jorge's dying. Jorge couldn't complete a Taco Bell order after drinking that.
After having 2 glasses of champagne.
I was able to complete the order. They couldn't. So it's really on them.
Well, just think how fucked up they were.
Yeah, exactly.
Fair enough.
We pre-gamed those things, and then at the bar had more drinks there.
I forgot last night when we were coming home, we were riding whatever the highway is on the. Is it the West Side? It's in Brooklyn. No, it's the expressway, like down to
the BQE.
The BQE, and there's a big stop because like a car got hit. Someone got hit by a car, and then I love that. Yeah, get that really done. And once we got past that, Callie, I did not see this, but Callie said she saw this. She went, "Holy fuck!" And I looked up, and I was like, "What happened?" She said that there was a car on the other side of the median that was driving and hitting the median and just like moving, and sparks were like flying off the car as it was just like riding the median the other way. Dude, freaks were out last night.
Yes, I mean it's a night where someone's like, "Don't worry, I got this."
I got
and
this.
It's
you guys, I'm good.
I'm good.
They literally put like the bowling alley like safety lane on.
Yeah,
the bumpers.
Yeah. Put up the Brooklyn bumpers. It's New Year's Eve, gang.
Let's go.
Ezekor, this is Samo, and he is an Australian cattle dog, if I'm not mistaken, / blue heeler mix.
Blue heeler, like Bluey.
Yeah. Kids love him if they're not afraid of his size, because he's a little bit bigger. You can see him licking in the couch now because he likes to lick fabric when he's trying not to puke.
Oh, nice. Same. Wait, you said a blue heeler and what mix?
Australian cattle dog. They could be the same thing. I've just heard both those things from.
Yeah. Well, I have an Australian Shepherd, which I showed on this very stream earlier. So we got the the Aussie dogs are killing it.
Oh,
You see him over there?
I would love an Aussie dog, and instead I have 3 rats.
3 rats.
Are they exotic rats? Are they New York City born and bred?
I find them to be exotic. Yeah, in a lot of ways. The one is evil. One has turned evil.
Yeah.
And 2 are sweet. One is really sweet because I think he's on his way. Does that make sense?
Yeah, things usually get sweeter as they get close to dying.
This guy, I think, is sweeter because he's like really cherishing every moment. You know?
Oh, that's nice. Wow, what a gift to know you're dying.
No one's ever said that. No one's ever been like, I've got 6 months. Thank you.
Sick. I can be nice finally.
Actually, that is the plot of Joe versus the Volcano, right?
Thank you. Yeah.
Yucky.
Top tier film, one of my faves. Maybe I'll put it on tonight. I did get a new computer, and I feel like I'm in dangerously more high def as I wheel around my rectangle here.
It's good. You look good. You sound good. It's great.
We all know.
Fresh.
Oh yeah, I forgot you've got a lot of time to yourself. I should introduce you to some fun stuff for your new computer, Justin. That would be great. Have you ever heard of a social casino, Justin?
No, that sounds like a Squid Game style death wish.
It's great. You know how like gambling's illegal. You can't like gamble in New York.
I have heard this gets advertised on like any sort of fantasy podcast.
Yeah. So you buy fun bucks and you and then you can
just the ad. I was like, yo, this is a trap for anyone. They're like, hey, it's all fun. We drop new coins all the time. You can get paid out in real cash. I'm like, yo, the biggest trap energy of it.
No, they're real. I'll say they're real. I won't say how much I know that they're real.
Are you invested?
But they're real.
Yeah. No, how much do you owe?
Yeah.
How many fun bucks is the fun fun
No. I'm up.
coming on you?
I'm up. I haven't really done good research, but I'm up.
I haven't done good research.
What is that? None of that makes sense.
He's clicked on the ad and then went, yes, sign me up.
Here's my question. How can you be up on something that's just for fun? It's social. Because you made friends? Is that what you're saying?
The friends we made along the way, the guy that says he loves my kneecaps and would just love for him to be a part of his life.
Yeah.
Raising Delta, never give Eric the Venmo access. Yo, brother.
I got paid. I swear to God, we got paid. This was a while ago, but like for this Disney thing that I did, they dumped 15 grand into an account for us, but it was like split. It's split a million ways, so it's like no money. But I was like, so we're gonna let that stuff sit there? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, we should put it in crypto, right? Like,
oh my God.
We should definitely just let it sit there. They're like, dude, you can't have. And again, I don't have the credit card. I don't have the LLC debit card or whatever.
Yeah.
Bad.
Good.
Smart. Genius.
Smart.
I won $1,000 in a social casino one time.
In Funbox?
Yes.
What did you have to do? You're just like a really good friend to you did a good moral act.
A good social act, yes.
And sorry, was this after you fucked Dave or Buster? Which one?
It was the end. It was the end. Yeah. If anyone's interested in the social casinos, please DM me and I'll send you a link, and then I'll get some fun bucks, and then you can get some fun bucks too. Okay? And then
we need to block and report your social accounts.
Yeah.
So many websites have my social security number. It's not okay.
It's fine. The more you put out, the less valuable it is. So really,
yeah,
that's so smart, right?
Good.
Yeah, we've devalued his number's so low.
At some point in time, they're like, dude, I don't want 1/12 of a pie. I want the whole
pie. Carly, this sounds like a pyramid scheme. Yeah.
Whatever. Weird, right?
The more you say, the more pyramid MLM shit is. How much lotion do I have to buy to get in on your fun bugs?
You guys don't even know. I'm living in the future. One of these days, you'll never see me again.
Yeah.
Because you'll be murdered for bucks. Your corpse will be on the social floor of the social casino.
Oh my god.
bleeding social blood out.
Yeah.
Does anyone know a social doctor? He's socially dying.
He's sick. Oh, we can convert this to
Yo,
real
Crystal
life.
won with a huge observation.
Huge.
Yes. I mean, we have pretty closely identified the correct Powerpuff Girls as well.
Wait, which one am I?
Buttercup.
No, you're Blossom.
Or no, sorry, you're
Blossom.
Blossom.
Yeah.
Jorge's Buttercup.
Yeah, Bubbles. We have
Bubbles.
Bubbles.
You really think that's the? You think that's the personalities?
I don't know. Wow, Eric mad. Why? Who do you want to be?
I'm looking them up.
I mean, it's very simple. I mean, not to get in trouble on the internet, but the Blossom leader, sort of the one in charge. Buttercup mad, punching. Bubbles like fun, giggly.
And I've been very angry lately, so
Yeah.
just that life.
Yeah,
We may actually be a little closer to the Rowdy Rough Boys, which was a really good episode.
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Man, that show was and is so good.
Yeah.
There are comics coming out right now that are very much in the vein of the original show, which are also very good. If any comic readers are out there, top tier television program, Powerpuff Girls.
Those, pretty much anything from, and I'm going to murder his name, but like Jendi Tartakovsky.
Yeah.
One of those.
I think it's Gendy, but
Okay.
I don't know either. But yes.
Yeah, just call him up and ask real fast. He's got to be on the social floor, right?
Yeah. Eric offended by this Blossom. We've lost him. He's down. He's like, if I'm Blossom, what else does that mean?
He's the self-appointed leader. I don't like that.
Why does that make you mad? They're all there's no bad. They're all good quality.
Carly says, I don't know if Eric should be leading anything. Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
All right, you can be Mojo Jojo.
Love Mojo Jojo. He's great.
He is great.
I'll be him.
I kind of want to be him, actually.
Yeah, I mean, him is like a legit terrifying character in that show.
I like the mayor. I think the mayor's pretty fun.
The mayor is that's not an aspirational character, I would argue.
The mayor.
I'm liking this breakdown. Eric would be the Buttercup Rowdy Rough Boy, or it would be the Bubbles when Justin.
Yeah, Justin, you're Blossom.
Just Blossom.
All right, I'll take it.
Justin has him win.
It wasn't Raisin. It was Lulu who fucking dragged us all.
Lulu, do you remember what you said about
yes,
hair?
Lulu was the one.
It was Lulu who murdered him.
Lulu got you.
You're in trouble.
Lulu comes in with some bombs.
Crushing it. All right, boys. Oh,
yeah, was this the end, or did I interrupt a character?
No, we didn't do any characters. We've
just been talking for 75 minutes.
And Justin and I talked on the phone for just a couple minutes under an hour earlier. Justin and I, you've been 2.5 hours of my day today, Justin.
Yeah, same. Same.
That's amazing.
Well, and I will say, Eric, you and I spent a lot of time together. We shot that film, a lot of prep, and then Eric was in the production of the Charlie Brown Christmas that I do almost every year here in Brooklyn. Eric played Snoopy and absolutely destroyed.
It was fun.
It was so funny. There's this a section, and this is like we do a very faithful staging with a live jazz trio of the Charlie Brown Christmas special. It's so fun, so sweet, heartfelt at moments, but also very funny because we do every word, every gesture from the animated show. And there's this moment where I play Charlie Brown, Eric Snoopy. There's this moment where Charlie Brown is like at his lowest. If you remember the specials, when everyone's laughing at him, and Snoopy laughs just a little bit longer. And Eric took that moment and heightened it to such an extreme that the audience, including children, just blew up so hard.
Really?
And every show, we did 3 shows on Sunday, back to back. And I had after he blows up the audience and literally points his finger at me, laughing in my face, I have to turn around and set up the most heartfelt moment of the entire show.
And it did work though. It's like they laughed and
work.
you said your line and literally even children went, "Oh."
Yeah, and I truly, we got to, and I think I said this to my wife, directs the show. I was like, making that line so funny and then having the sad part, the catharsis, I think actually heightens because people were legit crying at that.
Yes,
This
it
is
worked
I have a
really
little speech
well.
before Linus's big speech, and I think that we sort of hit the high and then buzzed the tower of tears. It was good.
Yeah, this is a great question. I would love. Is it recorded? I would love to see this.
We did not record that one. But we will do it again next year. Is the plan?
Next year, and we'll raise a bunch, or Justin will raise a bunch of money for charity. I hope that I get invited back to do a little.
Oh,
Snoopy
you
action.
definitely would. You got the compliment from my wife, who is
So
a hard woman to please. But
don't worry, she's not watching this or anything.
Never
No,
never would.
Never stoop this low.
Yes, that's why. Like, you're talking about what you want for your birthday. I'm like, don't worry, she won't know to come here for it.
Can I tell you? Can I show you one thing that Callie got me for Christmas that I've been looking at all day? That is making me laugh so much. Fuck you, Goose is so good.
That's very good.
Isn't that unbelievable?
I want to enhance this. Hold on. We really need to see this in
Truly, the fuck you, Goose. That's
so good.
Yeah, that's really funny because like at points in different angles, it looks like just a fun interpretation of a goose, and then at other points, you're like, holy shit, that's just a middle finger.
Literally, someone just saying like "fuck you" right there.
And that's like a little bowl. You could put like keys and things on that, right?
Yeah, I could put like some lifesavers on it.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, look at you! Wait, why do you have lifesavers? That's such a funny.
Are you a 72-year-old man?
So what?
No, I have my cherry lifesaver.
I'm 72-year-old man.
And all of their socials are on the
accurate.
Yeah, and I'm all in the social casinos. If you want to make money like me this year, fucking hit me up. This has been so much fun, guys. What a dream. Really good check-in, but basically the gist of it all is that we've got no plans to end this live stream and big plans for Characters Welcome. It's going to be a good year. It's going to be a good year. It could include, folks, in general terms, things we talked about this year that could be exciting are a tour of sorts. A big old show that's in collaboration with some really fun big names that you may remember from the early days of Characters Welcome, some podcast stuff. Yeah,
this is pretty big. Big.
It's huge. And we will tell you more and more about that as the year goes on right here in the live stream. We have a show coming up on January 31st in New York City. If you want to come check that out, that will also be live streams. You can buy a ticket for that in the future.
There's going to be a new video dropped tomorrow. Haven't decided which one I want to drop yet, but a new one is coming out. It's going to be really, really fun. I see that Chad is extremely distracted by the Powerpuff Girls references.
Legit, that's all right. And also Lululemon, yours it's getting better up there, but see how it shouts great.
It really is. Your background is very similar to my therapist I had during COVID, who one time canceled. I said this, I think, in this, but he canceled our meeting one time, which was bad because he was literally the only guy I knew during COVID.
Yeah.
He canceled a meeting. I was like, okay, that's fine. I guess I'll just take a third bath today. And
so you got to watch The Sopranos. Watch past the ducks, man.
Yeah. When he came back, I was like, oh, it's okay. You canceled. He didn't even have to tell me this, but he was like, yeah, I'm really sorry. I was at the LCD Sound System Super Spreader event and got COVID. I was like,
wow. That's so funny.
Maybe keep that in here.
Yeah. Don't tell. I went to one of those also. Didn't get COVID, but I think I went to one in the second way. It was like the second LCD Super Spreader show. They did a lot of shows.
They spread them, dude. Those guys spread them.
Yeah.
Cool. But yeah, we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys soon. Good stuff.
Can I plug and promote one singular thing?
Yes. Hell yeah! All right.
Michael Sankey and I have a show tomorrow at UCB. It is Spell Check. The return of Spell Check comes back. We've got a great lineup. Michelle Chan Bennett, Henrik Blix, Josh Nasser, and Edson Montenegro are all on the show. It's going to be a ton of fun.
Great lineup.
Yeah, you can see our old show. It's on YouTube somewhere.
The clip I saw from that I think you posted, Jorge, was very funny. Definitely worth a watch.
Yeah.
Follow Jorge on the Soch.
It was a great show. We're so happy to do it again. Has a new home, so it'll be live and live streamed, and then the video will be up on YouTube at some point.
That's great.
Yeah.
And if this is a wreck in itself, Callie came to the one that I did and really hated it because she thought you guys were way too mean to me. And so let me use that as a general recommendation to go check out the show.
Stanky wrote that entire thing for you and showed me the previous versions, and I was like, I don't think you'll be friends anymore if you don't edit this.
Oh, we gotta see the cut jokes. Show us the cuts.
It was bad. He was kind of mean, and then he went, "Yeah, you're right. This is really mean."
And then the rest of the show he went through with was also too mean.
Yeah, well, we thought it was fine.
It was fine. It was mean, but it was
mean because he knew that you could handle it.
There you go.
The show is a little shorter this time around, so that mean part is like cut down. It is much more like spelling bee-esque rather than like a takedown of the guest host.
But check it out. It's a fun show. It's a really fun show.
Wow.
Braves, you saw the first one. That's incredible. Thank you so much. I had no idea. Thank you.
It's amazing.
That's awesome.
Right,
I want to see it now too. I gotta go see the past one. Thank you, folks, for being here. We will see you next week and in the future.
Bye, guys.
Hey, goodbye.
Bye.